Hello, good evening all. Today in this video we are going to discuss about how to create a simple dashboard in Odoo. So we are not going to create a dashboard using CSS or JS. We will show you how you can create a simple dashboard using Python and XML. So if I go to the hospital module, I will show you what I have already created. So if I go to the hospital and if I click the hospital menu, here you can see I have added a new menu called dashboard, and here you have got a view. So in the first section you can see patient appointments, and here you can see the list of all the patients in the database as well as the current view for the booking. So these all are done using XML files. There is no JS or CSS. So what I have done in this video is that I have used a default module in Odoo. So if I go to the apps menu, and from the apps menu if I search for dashboard, so here you can see by default there is a module in Odoo called dashboard, build your own dashboards. So I'll just click here on go to the module info. So I'll just activate the debug mode to get more details. So this is the default module in Odoo. You can find it in your database. So here you can see the technical name of the module is board. So I have already installed this module in my database. So once this is installed, and if I go to the any of the views, so if I go to the sales module, and if I need to group by something here by salesperson, and suppose if I need to add this into my dashboard, here you can see add to my dashboard option, which has come from the install module, that dashboard. So if I click on add, you can see this will get added into this menu, that is dashboards menu. So here you can see a warning has been shown, that is to reload the view to get the changes. So I'll just click on the refresh button, and if I go to the dashboards menu, which comes from the dashboard module of Odoo, here we have got this things. You can see this has been get added from the add to dashboard button that we have clicked. Here you can see we have got all the views that I have added from the earlier. So here you can see we have got the drag and drop functionality. We can just arrange as per my need. So just you can just drag it and arrange accordingly. And suppose if you need to remove something from here, you can just click on the cross mark and remove it from here. Or if you need to minimize this, you can just use the minus button. So here you can see if we have got option to change the layout. Like if you have select like this, you can change the layout. So if I need to get another layout, I can just choose this one, or if I need to another layout, you can just simply do it from here, then it will be get automatically saved. So if I refresh the view, you can see we will get the view that we have entered up. So you can see this is how you can use that module. So I'm going to use the help of this module in our hospital module. So if I go to the hospital module, this is the view that I have created using that module. So if I click on this debugger button, and if I click on here, you can see edit view board. So this view is coming from the dashboard module of Odoo. So first of all, we have to add that module as the dependence for our hospital module. So I'll go to the PyCharm, and if I take custom, so before going into the custom, I'll go to the Odoo add-ons, and let's see where is board module. Here you can see this is the board module. So I'll just copy its name and add as the dependence for our module. So I'll just close it, and I'll go to the custom add-ons folder, and I'll take OM hospital. So where is our module? Here, it's here. So I'll add it into the manifest file. So we have already depends on sale, mail, and report.xls. So I'll put comma and add board module here. So that's done. Now if I go to the views folder, here you can see I have already added a new file, that is dashboard.xml, and which I have called inside the manifest file. So if you check here, where is dashboard? So yeah, it's here. So I have already created a new file, and which I have called it inside the manifest file, that is views/dashboard.xml. and if I open this file, that is dashboard.xml, I have written this much code, only this much code. Just I have added a menu which you are seeing here. I have given the sequence as 1 to come at the first of the hospital menu. So I have added a menu item given the name as dashboard, parent is given as the hospital menu, action I have defined the action here, sequence is 1, and other ID is given as menu dashboard. So that's done. Now I have to define this action, control F. You can see this is the corresponding action. In the action I have given a name, and the model is given as board. So this model is coming from the dashboard module, that is the default module of Odoo. So I have given the model as board. So you have to give it like that itself, and in the view mode you have to give form. Usage has to be given as menu. So these much things you have to give. Then you have to define a view. So in the top of this you can see I have defined a view. So this view I have specified inside the action. So you can see the ID of the view is dashboard form view. So I'll just copy it and specify here. So hope you understand what we have done so far. That is, we have created a menu, given the name as dashboard, and also we have defined a new action, and inside the action the name is given, model is given as board. We have to give like that itself, and inside the view mode we have going to show a form. So form means this is what we are calling form. So that's done, and in the usage menu is given, and in the view ID dashboard form view is given. Now we have to define this record. So let's discuss about this record. So here you can see as given in the action I have given the ID, model is ir.ui.view. So here this one is action window which we have used for the actions, and as we are going to create a new view you have to give the model as ir.ui.view. As usual we have given a name, that is dashboard form, and again you have to give the model name as board.board. Type is given as form, and inside the field name arch type XML we are going to define a form view itself, and inside the form you can see we have add board tag. So inside the form we are going to create board which is coming from the dashboard module. So inside the board we have got different styles. So here you can see I have opted style equal to 1 comma 1 hyphen 2. That is, here we have totally the screen is divided into three parts, and one part is used here and two part is given this side. So that's the style, that is 1 comma 1 hyphen 2. So we have got different styles. So if I scroll up and if I click on change layout, you can see this is 1, this is 1 1, and this is 1 1 triple 1 1 1 1, and this is 1 2, and this is 2 1 style. So we have these much layouts available. So I will go with 1 2. This is the current view that I have used. So if you check the code you can see the style is 1 2. So here you can see total the screen is divided into three parts, and one is for here and two parts is given for this side. So this is the style I have opted. So if I go to the PyCharm, so inside the board style is given as 1 hyphen 2. Then inside this board we have to define the columns. So right now we have to define two columns, and inside the first column you can see we have got patient appointments as well as patients. So patient appointments, so here you can see this is the first column, and we have got patient appointments as well as patient. So I'll just patient records, I'll just update the string as patient records. So the string that you are giving here will be visible on top of the section. So here you can see patient appointments, so which is coming from here inside this action. So inside the column we will define different action to show in the inside the view. So here you have got a graph view. So here you can see we are able to filter all those records based on the conditions. So first of all we have defined the action, that is action is given with a string patient appointments, and from this action we are calling a control shift F. So if I search for this you will find it here. So we are again calling a ir.actions.act window. So here you can see OM hospital, so this is calling a action. That's why name equal to percentage bracket action name is specified. So on clicking here, this on this action, this will be shown. So in this action you can see what we are doing. It's patient appointments, the model is hospital.appointment, and view mode is graph. So here what we are showing is a graph view, so that's why we are seeing a graph here. So this is I have created new one to get an action window. So hope you understand this. Inside this action, that is patient appointments, I am calling these. So inside this then corresponding ID is given. So you can see here also we have given at patient appointments, this is the corresponding record, name is given as patient appointments, plus model is hospital.appointments. So here we have to show the count of the appointments each patients have. So hospital.appointment is given, and right now I have to show here a graph view, and I have specified the view ID which graph has to be shown. So if you have single graph view for the corresponding model, there is no need to specify the view ID. So here I have just given the view ID, that is I'm hospital.appointment graph. which I have already defined. So if I search for Control F, not here, I will go to the if I go to the appointments.xml file, here I have got the corresponding graph view. So if you don't know how to create a graph view in Odoo, you can just go through our last video illustrating how to create graph view in Odoo. So if I take the corresponding graph view, so I'll just duplicate this tab. So I'll just duplicate this tab, and if I go to hospital, yeah, it's already in hospital, and I will go to the appointments. Here you have got the graph view. So this is the graph view that we have created last day. So I'm referring this view here inside this column. So if I reload the screen, you will get a similar thing itself. So here you have got 49 for the Matt and 51 for the James. So here you can see you are getting similar view here itself. So I'm calling that view from this act window. So that's done. So that's what I have called inside the first action. So hope it's clear for you. So if you're having doubts or something, you can just comment it out so that I can reply you. So that's done. In the second actions, what I have given is patient records. So if you check the view, you will see only patients. The records we have added right now, we haven't updated the module after that. And from here, what we are calling is Control Shift F. And if I search here, you can see we are calling another ir.actions.act window. The name is given as patient, the model is hospital.patient, and view mode is given as tree comma form. So here we will be able to see tree as well as form. So first is given as tree. So here you will see we are getting the tree views. So as we are given tree comma form, if we click on here, suppose if I click on James, it will open the corresponding record, that is James. So if you need to change something, you can just do it from here. And if you click on my dashboard, it will go back to the dashboard itself. So that's it. Which one? So we have defined a record of the active window of the patients. Model is hospital.patient. So earlier when we have what we have given is hospital.appointment, and view mode is given as tree comma form. So hope this column is clear for you. And if I move to the next column, that is style with 2, and in this column action is given as string as book appointment, which you can see from the here book appointments. So in the book appointment, we have got a calendar view. Suppose if the front office staff has to book some appointments, you can just click on this date and just click on summary and create an appointment. Also we will have the all the facility which was available here inside the calendar view, we will get it here. So hope that's also clear for you. And here you can see we are calling act book appointment actions. So if I click on control shift F, you will get this. So the name is given as book appointments, and the rest model is given as hospital.appointment, and view mode is given as calendar, and view ID is given as appointment calendar. So I have already created a calendar view for the appointments. So in this tab we can switch here. So this is the calendar view, and if you search for the external ID of this record, edit view calendar, you can see the external ID is OM hospital appointment underscore calendar, which I have referred here, that is OM hospital dot appointment underscore calendar. So that I have used here so that I can reuse all the existing actions. So that's done. So this is all about what I have done so far. So menu is defined, action is defined, and inside the view we have, inside the form we have specified board style, that is 1, 2 is given. We have got different styles available, so you can just choose with any of the style available. So let's update the module once again to see the change. So most probably the only single change is the name will be changed into patient records. So it's not yet done, so we will have some more things. Don't leave the video, you can just see the issues. So if I go to the upgrade button, I'll just click on the upgrade button. So let's wait until the module has got upgraded. So if I check the log, you can see the module is getting loaded. So let's wait until the loading has been completed. It's still loading. So that's done. So I'll go to the hospital menu and then to the view. Here you can see the name has got updated to patient records. So earlier when we have checked the default Odoo dashboard module, so from here I will just go to the dashboards module, and here we have got the functionality of dragging the things. So here you can see we are able to drag the records. So if I choose here, it will get align to that position. But if we try similar thing in our module, so I will go to our module, that is upon hospital appointments. Suppose if I need to replace these on to here, that is the graph has to go down. So I'll just click on select here, and if I try to paste here, you will get an error message. So in the backend you can see it has got replaced, but you are getting an error message in the UI. So it's coming from the default code of Odoo. You have to make some changes. So here you can see edit custom missing one required positional argument custom ID. So this is the error you are coming. So if you ignore this error, or you can just fix that error. To fix that error, what you have to do is that if you go to the Odoo add-ons, and if you search for edit custom, so you can see in the error message you are getting edit custom. So here you have got edit custom. So let's see, I have already fixed. I'll show you what I have done. So I'll just go to JS file, and the error is coming from here. So I have already checked it. So the error is coming from this file inside the board module. Here you can see this error is from board module. So what the issue is that it's not getting the value for the this record. This dot custom view id is returning undefined. So that's why you are getting an error message. So as a fix, we will do it from here itself. So it's not a recommended way to change default code of Odoo. So what you can do is that you can just replace the corresponding function in your custom module. So we will make a video on that later. So right now in this video we will edit here itself. So what you have to do is that I'll check equal to null, not equal to null. What we have to return, if there is a value inside this variable, we will return this itself, else we have to return an empty string. So I have updated like this inside this code inside the board module. So what earlier we are getting an error message as there is no id inside, it is returning undefined. So I had, before returning, I'm checking whether there is a value. If not equal to null, this is returned, else an empty string is returned. So let's restart the service. So as you have made changes inside the JS, you have to refresh the view. So that's done. So earlier when we have tried to drag and drops the record from the view, we are getting an error message. So I hope we won't get the error message after making these fixes. So that's done. So let's try. So we will try to drag this to the top. I'll paste it here. You can see there is no error right now. So that's done. You can just fix it by changing this line of code here. So that's done. So another issue that you will face is that if you refresh the view, you can see right now patient records is on top. So if you refresh the view, it will get as it was once the module is installed. So what we are doing from the UI is not getting changed. So here you can see patient records comes at the top, and if you refresh the view, it will get lost. But the same thing is not happening here. So I'll just paste it here. Suppose if I need to sales analysis here, I have dragged it here, and if I reload the screen, you will get same view. So it is getting saved here in default view, but it's not happening here. So if you need to such a functionality here, you have to make some more changes inside the code. So for that, what you have to do is that you have to pass something here. So I told you that in some cases we are not getting custom view id. So for that, what I will do is that console.log, if I will just console that this, I'll just restart the service, and if I reload the view, I'll just reload the view. So we need some, we have to pass, instead of right now we are passing undefined, that is empty string. So instead of empty string, we have to pass a value of our view id. So I'll just open the browser console, inspect element, scroll it down, and if I go to the console, and what I will do is that I'll just delete all the things, and if I drag here, you can see inside our console is coming here, and I'll just drag it to the top. Here we have got action views. So inside the action views and inside the 0, we have got view id. So we have to get this one. So this is inside this dot action views of 0 of view id. So I'll just copy these action views. Let me copy this, control C. So these dot action views of 0, Then what it is, inside the action views we have got 0, there we have got view id. So I'll just copy it. So we have to get the id of the record, so I have pasted it here. So if I just console it, let's see whether we are getting 2000 or not. I'll just enter, instead of test I'll just enter as view id. So that's given. I will just restart the service again, and I'll go to the UI and I'll just update the module once more. So let's wait, sorry, just reload the screen once again. So let's wait until the reloading has been completed. So that's done. Now what we have to do is that we have to drag it once again. So I'll just move it down. I'll just delete this one and I'll just drag it like this. So here you can see we are getting view id. So we have to pass that view id to the controller. So I'll just add a new argument here, that is view id, and I will pass this value, these two action views of this one I will pass here. So we will receive this value inside the controller web this root. So if I search for this web, control shift F, I have to change it to Python. Yeah, in this controller we will receive. So I'll just add a new argument we will receive here, and I'll just made some change here. If custom, if we are getting custom id, so if we are getting value in custom id, you have to do the default way, and if not, that is else, if there is no custom id in the arguments, we have to use the new view id. So I'll just add this, and we have to search inside ir.ui.view, as we have created the view, this view. So we have created this view from the backend, so we have to search inside ir.ui.view this view id. So I'll just add it here. So that's done. So we have changed inside this JS file, we have passed a new view id from here, and in this controller we have just added an if else condition. So I'll just restart the service. So hope you have understood what we have changed. So we will definitely make a video on how to change this from a custom module. So I'll just close this and reload the screen. So earlier when we have checked, when after dragging the things, it was not get saved. So after the changes that we have made, it will work as we are expecting. So right now you can see the graph is at the top and the patient records is at the bottom. So I can just drag it and put it at the top. So that's done. So what happens when earlier when we have reload the screen is that we will get again the graph view will come at the top. So on reloading now, it won't happen again as we have made changes inside the code. So let's see. Yeah, you can see patient records is at the top. Suppose if I need to change the layouts, we can do it from here. You can see changing the layouts to like that. You can just drag and drop things as per your need, and if you reload the screen, it will be as where you have stopped. So just remember this view, and you can see screen is loading, so it's coming us where we have stopped. So that's all about this video, and before winding up, I will go here and see whether any issues coming here. So we have to make sure, suppose if we are changing in the default functionalities, you have to make sure that there is no any issues in the working of default functionalities. I'll just drag it and check it here. You can see it's moving, there is no issues. I'll just reload the screen and check whether everything is saving. So if I'm going here to just explain, I'll just explain the function that we have changed. So in the main.py we have made some change. Which change we have made? View id. So rather than searching, I'll just copy this controller web view edit custom control FV. Yeah, here you have. So if we are receiving custom ID, so most probably the custom ID will be received from you are changing, make changes from here. So if so, we will execute these. Else we have to make to save. So once you are dragging things from here, you have to make changes inside the corresponding XML. So I have taken the corresponding view ID from the JS and passed it to the controller. So in the view ID, we are passing corresponding ID, and in the controller I'm searching inside ir.ui.view for the corresponding ID and writing the changes inside to that view. So that's all about this video. If you like this video, please do click on like button and subscribe the channel to get notified regarding all the upcoming videos. Thank you.